Hi, this is Dawn Jones with the City of Stillwater. Thanks for tuning in to our podcast. Today's subject, update on our vibrant community. Of course, my beautiful co-host, Melissa Reams, Deputy City Manager, and our guest today is Norman McNickle, City Manager, with our producer, Michelle Charles. Welcome, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
So our subject today is vibrant community. Let's talk all of these great projects going on. Let's talk B34. What's up with Block 34?
Well, we have received some preliminary drawings on Block 34, and we're awaiting final engineering and architect's rendering so that we can do what's known as a pre-application meeting, and we have had a couple of those already, with the builder and the developer. And so we should be breaking ground sometime after the first of the year.
So things are moving right along.
They are.
But we have other exciting projects too.
We do. A companion piece to Block 34 in my mind is the convention center and hotel that's going to be located down between Elm and Maple on Duck. And
Perfect.
that is in design and engineering. I think they're about completed, aren't they, Norman, and ready to submit for a permitting process?
Well, once again, a pre-application meeting will be held as soon as they have 90% drawings, and that is supposedly to happen within the next couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. So that, too, will probably be breaking ground sometime around the first of the year.
Yeah.
These pre-application meetings are designed to make sure that the engineer, the architect, the city, and all the infrastructure needs on the development, that we're all on the same page, and it improves the building process and makes it go faster. So that is the purpose of a pre-application meeting.
So with these two projects and looking at where they're located, how is the city going to cope with the infrastructure, the public realm, if you will, improvements that need to be
Nice.
handled by the two projects?
Well, both of those projects can be, transportation funds can be used to improve the area around it, because that is what you're improving, are the transportation pieces, whether it's the street or whether it is pedestrian,
Right.
bicycle, walkways.
Our multimodal, right? Our
Right,
pathways,
multimodal.
that's right.
Right.
So they both reside in the TIF, don't they, in the what we call the Downtown Campus Link TIF?
They do. The only one that is actually involved with the TIF is the Convention Center / Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Block 34 is happening because of the generosity of the Irby family and Kicker.
Right.
And so that does not invoke the TIF.
What a legacy to leave. I mean, truly, like that, their family has shown that they are sincerely invested in our community, not just today, but for many, many, many years to come.
It's an amazing story when you look at how Steve Irby started what we know today as Kicker, and a true entrepreneur. It's my understanding he grew up here in Stillwater. His dad was a professor at OSU, and he was a musician and started this in his garage, and now it's transitioned to this worldwide known
Absolutely.
business, and he chose to stay here in Stillwater.
Yep.
He could have taken his show on the road and gone anywhere he wanted to go, but he chose here to stay in Stillwater. And so I think that investment plus the one for Block 34, and lest we forget another good TIF number 3 project, Stone Cloud Tap Room over at 9th
Yep.
and Husband, and that is part of the Irby family too.
Which
That
I
is-
highly recommend people going and checking that out. It is so nice there. I love going there.
Right.
Every time that I have been, I mean, we've got families are going there. They're in the back. They're, playing cornhole. The dogs are there. They bring their fur babies. And it's just a really nice atmosphere.
It certainly is, and it's got a companion piece that's coming along next door to it, and that is going to be TXMZ out of Tulsa. And this is a unique combination of Mexican street food, so think tacos. I'm not sure I'm up for the cricket tacos, but we might try them once and see. And artisan, Norman's laughing. I'm not up for bugs, but
Crunchy.
but some artisan type mezcals and cocktails, and so again, those
exciting.
two things are that our listeners can't see my hands, but
Right,
they're gonna
right.
blend
They're
together,
moving, guys.
and
They're
moving. And with that, so you start seeing all this Block 34. We've got a big project going, don't we, Norman? That's parking and sidewalks and things like that. So we have this cohesiveness between Block 34 and that part of town, and then going up Duck Street towards the convention center.
We do, and that is the ultimate goal: is connect the campus area through the Hotel Convention Center and all the way down to Block 34. And that was the vision of the mayor and others, and it seems to be
And I
coming
might
to
say,
fruition.
because I can say this, it was also the vision of both of yours, Melissa and Norman. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there because I can, and that way, both of you, my amazing listeners, please know that these two will never ever toot their own horns. So I am here to do it, toot toot, all day, all day.
Yeah.
But that connection with the parking, and we are a mobile community. We are becoming more
very.
and more and more mobile, and with all of these different great things popping up from Block 34 to the Convention Center to, I know we're working on Rails to Trails and all of these different, pathways and increased walkways. I love that.
Oh, I do,
do.
too. It's if we can get the Rails to Trails piece moving, we are going to we're going to move those people up to another great a project that we have going on the north end of town, which is Lakeview Landing.
Oh, can you tell us about Lakeview Landing?
Lakeview Landing is the repurposing of our old Boomer Lake Power Station, and I know we've been talking about this for quite a while. We've been working on it for quite a while. But this is a project that is extremely complex. We've run into some things that we didn't anticipate running into from, what am I trying to say, an ecological standpoint.
The inundation study.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we had to add a little capacity to the lake, move some dirt around to add some capacity in case it floods. But that, in fact, as of October 17th, today, there is a council meeting tonight, and there will be action to move the Lakeview Landing project along, and we'll be glad to see that completed and dirt start moving in that area.
It's just going to look totally different. All of these things.
Absolutely.
I mean, just the beautification that's going on within our city, not to mention the functionality, the economic growth that we've got going on. We are definitely in an economic renaissance, as the mayor coined it. And we are there. And what a better time. So, speaking of our economy, let's talk a little bit about USA Rare Earth.
We're really excited about that project. USA Rare Earth is a business that will be manufacturing rare earth magnets. It is a company out of Florida. They own a mine in far southwestern Texas. And that mine that they own 80% of is valued at $1.2 billion because of the type of minerals that will be pulled out of that mine. They will be refined in Texas, shipped to Stillwater, and pressed into rare earth magnets. They will be the only manufacturer of rare earth magnets in the United States. They have the only equipment available to manufacture rare earth
And
magnets.
I don't know if people are understanding that. Literally, the only place in the entire United States here in Stillwater, Oklahoma.
That's right. Right now, the other market is mainly China, and we don't have a good relationship with China right now. And
It could be better.
so obtaining rare earth magnets from them is kind of like obtaining computer chips that are so short in supply. So the manufacture of those right here in Stillwater, Oklahoma will be a great thing, and it is both a Department of Defense and Department of Energy sensitive business because those magnets are ubiquitous. It's unbelievable everything that those are in. Mm-hmm. If you're carrying around an iPhone, there's rare earth magnets in it. If you have a iWatch or whatever they call them,
That's right.
there are rare earth magnets in it. If you drive an electric vehicle, there are rare earth magnets in it.
They're essential for everyday life.
They really are, and you just don't realize that everything that we depend on has a component that's a rare earth magnet.
There are 3,500 pounds of rare earth magnets in an F-35 fighter, and again, that's the
Wow.
defense industry end of it. And you can imagine a massive ship, how many of those things would be in a massive United States ship. So once they are ramped up, they plan to start trial production after the first of the year.
Mm-hmm.
They are working on the building right now. They will be investing $140 million in that location. And they will eventually have somewhere in the vicinity of 113 employees at an average salary of $58,000 a year.
That's
plus
nice.
benefits.
Yeah, that's
so,
wonderful.
That was a good win for the city of Stillwater and our citizens. A good place that again, will grow the economy. Mm-hmm. So we're really excited about rare earth magnets.
Well, and we just have so many new businesses in our community, period, popping up and joining us. And I'll tell you, another one is HTO. I'm excited about them.
I saw that and was so thrilled that someone saw the value of that location in that building, because that's really kind of a prime location. And really anxious to get to try those teas. My daughter lives down in Texas, and she said it's awesome. So,
well, and you know, I was in Moore, and that was my favorite way to spoil myself is I'd run over to HTO and grab a tea. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
But there's so many great spots here opening up. And Ted's, we've got Ted's coming.
And Dutch Brothers Coffee. Norman and I have been amazed at the popularity of Dutch Brothers, which is over off of Perkins Road, and it appears that they might be expanding into the west side. So we're hopeful for that.
Well, we've got a new department
I love
store
it.
coming at McElroy and Perkins. There's just a lot going on.
Well,
here.
don't forget Social 174.
Oh yes!
Oh my gosh, it's so good. Have you had it? Have you had one of their boxes yet?
He has.
I have, and
Love
Every
it.
Man right down the
Yeah,
street from
Every
them.
Man.
Absolutely.
So, and we're probably missing things. So,
Oh, I'm sure. There's
We
so
are,
many.
but there's so many things popping up, and I think the let's put it, the cherry on the top
Yes.
is our airport. And
Yes.
and you talk about a key to economic development, having
Absolutely.
the ability to get in and out quickly from Stillwater, either by over the road or by the airport.
Yep.
It is just key, and you're seeing more and more development going on out at the airport.
That's right. We are one of 4 commercial airports here in the state. And who wouldn't want to fly out of Stillwater, in and out of Stillwater?
well, and the only commercial airport that's been developed in the United States in the last several years. So, we're proud of the fact that we're running almost an 80% load factor there. And that means that 80% of the seats are filled when the planes take off. So we're very excited about the future for that.
But and what you
service.
said is exactly where we are. That we are the only one in many years to bring commercial flight here. So I mean that just is a reflection of what we're doing. We are moving forward. We are vibrant. We are doing great things.
We are, and we're retaining our unique Stillwater personality in the process.
Got that hometown hospitality coming in strong.
Right.
Okay, well, that's it. Hey, all great things. Thank you guys for listening, tuning in. And don't forget to subscribe. We're streaming on Apple and Spotify. Hey, together we are investing in municipal excellence.